That's another thing. I think it's Jordan Peterson said, he's like, do you know anyone who's like proud of how much porn they watch and like wears it as a badge of honor? He's like, we know we shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
He's
It's taboo through and through.
Yeah, everybody knows it's a bit like it. Yeah. But no, and there's another thing as well. It goes about no FAP. You heard that?
Yeah,
You have to abstain.
I know.
You have a little bit of experience in this,
did.
don't you?
Yeah,
How long did you do? No masturbating.
like 7 hours. No. Joking, fucking. That's not even a day at work. It's just like, this was a while ago now.
It's quite a decent
Honestly,
time
like
frame.
4 months,
And that was
that was drinking. I think like 2 months or something.
and that was no sex as well.
Yeah, so I was just staying in.
Were there any benefits? Did you feel any?
There was loads of benefits, mate. I felt smarter. I felt like I could articulate myself a lot better. I wrote a whole album's worth of lyrics, like lyrics that were actually easily more. I think I wrote like a good amount of like 30 tunes with lyrics that were good. Because what I was doing at the time, I sacked off bevies. I was keeping myself to myself. I wasn't like depressed or anything. Like, I wasn't like hiding away from the world. I just needed a break, man, from everything and everyone. So I just fucking took a time out, man. And I thought, I'm not gonna like fuck porn and fuck everything. Like I'm just gonna just detox, like, and just I was just in my room and I put my head into guitar and I put my head into writing, and yeah, I seen massive improvements.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I did. Like my energy levels was insane. Mate.
Yeah,
I was going Super Saiyan over nothing.
Yeah,
I felt like a Dragon Ball Z character, man.
One of the I think that's what they say. Your testosterone levels from semen retention.
Oh, I felt good.
Quite high. Because that's the thing, like pro fighters and that. Some of them do it like 8 weeks before a fight. They'll stop sex. I don't know if that's like an old myth, but I've heard that before.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, they do.
Yeah,
because it's your mojo, isn't it?
Testosterone. Yeah, it is.
It's your mojo. Like it's your like, it's part of like your psyche, and if you just get rid of that all the time, man, I don't think it's good for you.
Imagine like 3-4 times a day as well.
Oh, that's man, like, no wonder people are like depressed,
struggling. Yeah,
yeah. But it was a fun time, man. It was like
good experiment.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's quite big. But they were saying like it's also putting like negative associations and like shame when people do jerk off, because it's like there's no fat like movement is like saying you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't do it. Yeah. No, not November.
Now it's putting like more pressure on these like young men. Oh, I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah. Nah, man. Like I know that's how people think, but I just think, you know what's an addiction, you know what's an issue, you know what's a problem, man.
Yeah.
On a little one of them.
This is what I think. Like again, these. I just feel like these issues get like super inflated into something and it's not, and then it's like you're a young man, like you have a healthy relationship with porn, yeah, but then you read these articles that say porn's the devil, or you go the other way and you read like, or the same way, you go no FAP, so I'm gonna have to stop completely because it's bad for me, and then it's like this, yeah. It's like this becomes a huge thing for a young man that we went through it, came out the other side. It wasn't anything.
It was nothing to be worried about.
Nothing to be worried about. It wasn't like a big thing in our lives. It was just to get us through those puberty years.
Yeah, exactly. And then you start to think, what's actually planting the seed of? Would you even find it addicting if you never heard that other people find it addicting?
Exactly. Yeah.
I never had a problem. But no, do I? Maybe I do have.
Maybe I do have a problem.
What is the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that's the negative connotations that come with it about shame, about guilt. You know, it's like I don't know if you ever heard like or seen the meme where it's like the minute you finish watching the video or the minute you like ejaculate, you're filled with so much guilt. You slam that laptop, get that off the screen. Yeah, instant shame. I cannot believe
I go and wash yourself.
Cleanse, crying on the bathtub floor. Yeah, you're like, what have I just watched?
Yeah.
But in the moment, you're like, nah, this is it, man.
That's so true as well, isn't it?
So what is it? But why? What's the shame and guilt?
I think that comes a lot of that dopamine thing. It's like this huge drop all of a sudden. Like you've just got
That is it.
Orgasm,
No,
like the highest, like pleasurable thing you can feel, and then boom, and you're just your boxers are at your ankles. You've got tissues there. You got a screen
you
with
think
like
she's only gone to the shop, mate. She'll be
clicked a
back any
few too
minute.
many different
That's joking.
recommendations and ended up at like a video maybe you wouldn't normally watch.
Yeah, you close a tab only for another tab to be there.
No, it's a shameful.
Yeah, the shameful it's the walk of shame to the bathroom.
It is, yeah. But no, it's like I hope like they're talking about like it's gonna be like a huge impact on like modern dating and modern relationships, and like they're saying it's a lot of men have it's a huge issue with what's it called, erectile dysfunction. People can't like young men struggling to get it up, and that again, I haven't seen that, but I can't imagine it would be such a big issue. It wasn't for us, so what's changed? It's still, we had the internet, we had all the sites, we had access to it when we wanted. We maybe didn't have phones, so we couldn't like at school.
Oh mate, I'd have went off.
I don't know. I hope it's not what they say it is, and I can't imagine it being. Like I think if I have a son, like I'm not gonna be worried about it.
Yeah,
I think they're making it like worse than it is.
I know,
and it's just like a good title, isn't it? Porn addiction, or it's a good topic to get views in that. So.
It is. I just and also with it, like for like the younger generation, is that you go on a website. Are you over 18? Yes.
Yeah.
Then you have access.
Yeah.
Have you read the terms and conditions when you're scrolling through a new phone? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Whatever. I'm a liar.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're gonna be like. So I don't know. I think it's nice to, not nice, but it would be informative to know. Be like a teacher or something. I think they would know, a teacher at a secondary school.
Yeah.
To see that sort of side of it,
I wonder if there should be more safeguards. Like it is very accessible, isn't it?
So accessible.
And it's free. Like it's free. Obviously you got the ads and that, but it's free. So like there's not even like you got to put in a credit card or thing to pay. So that makes it even more accessible. I'd have probably found a way to pay for it. It wouldn't have stopped me.
And the amount as well, infinite amount. Like if you're not into that, I'll check that. I'll check that out. I'll check that out. It's got
it's free.
The most amount of categories, like anything.
Just in the letter A.
You can spend your lifetime trying to catch up with all of that.
That was most of the time I spent looking through the categories.
You got to A12. Got to A12 and thought this is a dark road to go down.
Just pick one then. Just kid in the candy shop.
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching thumbnails for 2.5 hours. And then you're on page 68. Like, Oh, it's funny, isn't it?
So, summary, I don't think it's dangerous. I think I can see how it could be, but I don't think it's as big of an issue as it's maybe getting made to be.
No, I agree.
Other than maybe a few select people who have probably had like an addictive personality anyway. It was going to be porn, it was going to be booze, it was going to be drug, it was going to be something.
And that's a good point, mate. No, I agree with you there. I think the downside of it, like the downside of addictions is normally quite something severe, like, drugs, deaths, alcohol, deaths, violence, whatever. But gambling, loss of house, loss of money, loss of property, porn, I think the downside is you're going to make yourself depressed.
Yeah.
It's a very self-inflicting addiction.
So like,